Yo YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Waffleman60 with a video playing The Last of Us Online. I'm about to give you that gaming news of the week, news that I just received. First thing I want to talk about is that Xbox is going to stop charging developers to make patches for the game. The reason they did that in the first place was so that the developers will make a more perfect game when the game released. So Microsoft all along has been charging developers to make patches for their games, but they stopped that recently, so they're not doing it anymore. I don't think they're going to do that for the Xbox One either. Now I think that's pretty weird that they would be charging the developers to make patches for games. I mean, Sony obviously isn't doing that, but I mean to charge the developers for making patches for a game, to be honest, every game will have patches. I don't see which game would not have a patch. I mean, even if you're going to include downloadable content or if you're going to make the game better, there's always going to be a patch no matter what. I don't care. The first day the game comes out, there's going to be a patch. And you can see that with every game. Now maybe we'll see less of that on the next gen consoles, but for now, just see that every game's gonna have a patch. But and another thing that Xbox has done, they've teamed up with Time Warner Cable to bring live TV to the Xbox 360 coming this summer, which is again another TV feature and another nonsense thing. And what's interesting about this is that they just made the partnership with Time Warner Cable. So that means if the Xbox One would have came out right now and you had Time Warner Cable, you wouldn't not be able to use the TV features, even if you lived in the US. Now you see the type of BS that happens. Microsoft is not, you know, they're not on task, man. They're not on task right now.
Give me a sec. Good to go.
And another news, since I'm playing The Last of Us right now anyways, Last of Us downloadable content was like a little bit spoken about by Naughty Dog. They said that it's gonna be like a side story to the game, that's going to include like the characters again, but it's going to like bring a different view about the characters so that we understand them a little bit better. And I hope they include some multiplayer maps as well, because the multiplayer is really fun and a lot of people really play the multiplayer, and it's just a great multiplayer. If you haven't played it, if you haven't get the game, this game is going to be the best game, probably the best game of the year so far in my opinion, and it's a really great game. And also Sony's PlayStation Plus service is said to be worth more than $1,000, because the amount of games they gave and the amount of discounts has added up to over $1,000 of savings for you gamers. As you know that the Instant Game Collection gives like PSN Plus users free games every month, which include Uncharted, Saints Row the Third. What else did they have? They had Infamous 2 one time, Little Big Planet Kart Racing. And just Ratchet and Clank All for One, Bioshock 2, and Borderlands, and a bunch of other games. So PS Plus is a great service, as you know, and like I said, over $1,000 in savings. That's just amazing. And you're gonna have to buy a PS Plus membership if you're gonna want to play PlayStation 4 online, anyways. So you might as well get it. And maybe you should get it now if you're bored and have no games to play in the summer, because it's a great feature right now. And right now there's Uncharted 3 and Saints Row the Third in the store, and other indie games, other downloadable PSN games that probably you haven't never played before. And another thing that has been in the topics was the PlayStation 4's power source, because the system is so small. And I know that many of you have PS3s, and the PS3 is a decent size. And if you don't have any air conditioner, you don't have any fans like me, I have the PS3 Slim, and it's hot and it's summer. So right now my PS3 is just making mad noise for no reason. So what people have been saying is that how the PS4 is gonna have all that power in its system, but yet it's like so small. They were thinking there was gonna be a power brick, but Sony has confirmed that there will be no power brick to the PS3. And what a power brick is a big brick. It's basically a brick outside your console, and it's plugged into your console. And when I say brick, it's literally a brick outside your console. But Sony said it won't include that. So how they're gonna have all that power in the system, I don't know. And I hope that with the PS4 this time, that if you're playing and it's hot or something, that it doesn't make that loud noise, because that loud noise is so annoying and it makes so much noise. Oh my goodness. And it's probably the reason why my room gets so hot, is because my PS3 is burning so much power. And probably the last thing I have on this news feed is that an executive from Microsoft says comparing specs for the next generation consoles is meaningless. Why he said that, I have no idea. Why does he need to say that? I have no idea as well. Why would he need to say that the comparing specs is meaningless? I don't know. But it's not meaningless because we're going in the next generation. Comparing specs will never be meaningless because you're always trying to get better and better. You're always making better graphics cards, better RAM, more gigabytes. So comparing specs will never be meaningless. I don't know how it could be meaningless. I mean, anyone with a PC knows that specs is not meaningless. And the better the specs, the better firepower you're going to get out of your PC, the better graphics you're going to get out of your PC, the better gameplay, the better frame rate, all that nonsense. So for this guy to say that specs is useless, oh no, don't ever say that. I mean, if specs were useless, how are we going to get 64 players on Battlefield 4? Tell me how. How are we going to get 64 players on Battlefield 4 on the next generation consoles if the specs were meaningless? If you didn't know, the PlayStation 4 does have better specs than Xbox One. And I don't know if he's butthurt about it or whatever, or if he's just tight that the PS4 just has better specs than the Xbox One, or he might just saying it just to troll. You know, Microsoft has been trolling lately. I mean, come on. They said they were gonna support DRM, that they were gonna like put all these limits, and then they just do a 180 and then like, oh, we're kidding, we're trolling, we're just trolling people, just like David Stern was trolling on the NBA draft night. Everybody's trolling. Everyone's in a troll mood. When the summer heat gets to you, everyone's just trolling. I mean, I was just trolling yesterday. I went to the Dunkin' Donuts. I asked for a sundae. Then I'm like, nah, I just want a donut. So I was trolling the Dunkin' Donuts guy too. But whatever. Everyone's trolling. When it's hot, you don't want to even talk to even niggas because niggas be going crazy in summertime. I mean, come on. It's just ridiculous. But anyways, YouTube, I won't be here next week. This week actually. So Sunday through Sunday I won't be here. This week right now. And instead, so I won't be releasing any new video. I mean, I won't be making any new videos, but I'll still be releasing videos, if that makes sense. So I hope you enjoy the videos that are to come next week, and hopefully I'll be back by next Sunday to come out with new videos and keep making videos. And hopefully you comment and subscribe, follow my Twitter, and make sure you connect your Twitter account with your YouTube account, so when you like my video, it gets posted all around Twitter. So anyways, YouTube, I'm out, and peace.